How much have you made so far?
950 or like 1,000.
I went from 250 in my prize picks to now I have 3.5K.
It was just like $100, $100, $100, $100, all the way down.
I went from 200 to 12,000 in 6 days.
Holy shit, dude.
What's going on, guys? In this video, I'm going to sit here and I'm going to live stream and I'm going to draft fantasy football best ball teams on Draftkings Fantasy, which is draftkings.com. I don't know what it is. Just go to draftkings.com, find the fantasy. You can do it on the app. You can do it on the website. And right now, I'm trying to fix my thumbnail, which I'm sure I need to do in the streaming site that I launched this on, but whatever, man. I made an awesome thumbnail for this video. It is what it is. We'll see what the thumbnail is, and we'll see if anybody's watching. It says one person's in here right now, so we'll see if I can go to the chat over here. Yo, Justin Webb. What's good, bro? Hey, so what I'm going to do here first is I'm going to refresh the screen here. This is a team that I drafted a few days ago before UFC, and then look at just notice the account balance. $7,750. I'm going to refresh that. 97.46. So made about $2,000 on UFC. So I'm very happy with that. I guess I could recap this if I can find what button to click, but I was pretty happy with the draft. I think I know I need to get a lot better, a lot more familiar with the depth charts. But yeah, let me see if I can find, I really want to find the draft board on this. Draft board, here it is. So I got Saquon with the first pick overall. I think Saquon's probably worth that, just getting the number one running back in fantasy football. And then as we go through here, it really is crazy because last year I was all over Malik Neighbors and Brian Thomas Jr. And it's kind of frustrating, like my ability to predict superstars. Like I had 2 first-round talents last year, and I forget where they're being drafted, but they were not being drafted in the first round, and it's kind of frustrating. But this year, you still got to go all rookies, but this is just a year where the rookies are kind of overvalued compared to years in the past. Travis Hunter playing defense, that definitely diminishes his fantasy value because he's not going to be out there as many snaps on offense, and when he is, he's going to be much more tired. Then you have, let's see what other rookies we have. We have Genty going round 1. That's kind of similar to Bijan Robinson, and he's probably worthy of that, honestly. Trying to see if I can find any receivers. Golden, I just don't think Golden's going to put up numbers to be in the 7th round. I mean, Golden could easily be the Packers' 4th receiver. He's going to be part of a group of like 4 receivers that just are kind of equals. I'd kind of rather have Reed right there than Golden. But, rookies are a wild card. Now, Jack Betch, I'm going to be drafting him a lot. I drafted him in this draft. Look, I picked him up in the 11th round. Luther Burden, I don't want any part of Luther Burden because Caleb Williams showed me last year he can't feed that many receivers, and Burden is going to be the receiver 3 on that team behind Odunze, behind DJ Moore. I don't get why you would want Burden over Jack Betch. Betch he's just a stud, dude. He's a superstar. And Geno Smith, Pete Carroll, I mean, it's not the most exciting offense, but he's going to get fed. He's the type of receiver that can gain trust with his quarterback real easy. Trey Harris on the Chargers. That's one to look out for. I'm going to pull up the NFL depth charts over here so that I can reference them and just verify what the competition looks like for each of these teams. So 2 things that I pull up behind the scenes here, I can't share the screen with you, is Underdog Fantasy to see where they have teams or players ranked, and then also depth charts for NFL teams. And once I do this for about a week, I'll have the depth charts memorized. But this is like my 2nd draft of the best ball summer season, so I still need to get into it. So it looks like Betch is just positioned perfect. You've got Trey Tucker and Jacoby Myers. I'm telling you right now, bro, Geno Smith and Jack Betch That's an amazing, amazing duo right there. Of course, Brock Bowers is an elite tight end. Ashton Genty. Dude, we'll see where these Raiders guys are drafted. See if I can't stack the whole team here. So obviously, first round you go Genty, then Bowers. So I guarantee this guy Mark was trying to do it. He got Myers, and I'm sure he got Geno Smith, right, in round 13. So this guy, I kind of ruined his strategy here. But had I not gotten Jack Betch and he got him right here in the 11th round, man, he would have been cooking. That would have been a pretty formidable team. So when I look at the draft board, I've only gone once. When I look and I see somebody stack the Raiders offense like that, which he was drafting in the 8th spot, this guy Mark 0609, this guy kind of he knows what he's doing for sure, especially when you see 3 quarterbacks, 5 running backs, which looks like across the board pretty standard. Well, you look at this guy, for example, 7 running backs. He doesn't know what he's doing in best ball. In best ball, you really want 4 or 5 running backs. I like to go 4, but sometimes 5 if they're unproven running backs. And if those don't hit, your team's dead. You're not winning $1 million if you draft 7 running backs, or if you draft 4 running backs and they don't hit. So Travis is going 4.8 right here. Sorry, I just saw the chat. My bad if I was late on that. But welcome in, Chrome. We got 10 people in here. So I'm doing best ball drafts. You guys can see the ticker at the bottom of the screen. Basically, if you use promo code SBE on the Draftkings app, not promo code SBE, promo code Lambo. Promo code Lambo on the Draftkings app or Draftkings Pick 6. You get a $50 welcome bonus. And if you send me proof, I will send you my UFC picks for this weekend. Why would you want my UFC picks? Check this out, boys. So I hit 2 15x plays. They actually gave me 15.1x. So if not a lot of people win, they give you an extra multiplier. Obviously, it's a very small bonus that I got, like $13 there on the extra prize. But I turned $100 into $1,500 twice. The reason I'm able to do this is because I have a technique with signature strikes. So you can see I took all less on this one on the left side of your screen. I took everybody less on significant strikes. So a little loophole I'm exploiting on DraftKings Pick 6. And if you were here at the beginning of the show, or if you scroll back to the beginning of the stream, I hit the refresh button. This past weekend, I made $2,000 on UFC. So what I do every Saturday is I do UFC DraftKings Pick 6, and then I use the profits from that to draft my best ball teams during the week. So let's get into it, man. Let's go to the lobby. Let's go find our best ball contests. And let's freaking get into it, man. Let's start a draft. So forgive me. I'm not the best at navigating these things. I want to find the best contest. 15 million bucks. That is insane. That's a lot of entries, though. I don't really like that many entries. Let's see what we're working with here, boys. Let's see how the prizes are. So round 1, you just got to finish top 2. And then round 2, you got to finish first. Dang. Round 3, you got to finish first. That's kind of brutal, man. First place is going to get 2 million, though. That's insane, dude. But that's kind of brutal. I kind of like to finish top 2 in advance. I don't know if they have contests like that, but we'll see. Let's see what this one looks like real quick. So round 1, you got to finish top 2 in your league to get to the playoffs. Then round 2, the top 2 advance. I like that a lot more. And then round 3, you got to come in first. Yikes. But, eventually you're going to have to start coming in first anyways. It's just those teams in round 3 are all going to be stacked. So it is kind of tough. First place gets $1 million there. Okay. I'll probably do a $20 one, although this $59 one is probably pretty good value right here. Let's just see what it is. So you got to finish first or second, then first. That's fine. If the second round you finish first or second, that's pretty fun. I might do a cheaper one just to get myself warmed up here, though. Just nice little $3 one just to get warmed up. Understand? Let's join. All right, we'll wait for this to fill. Oh, dude, It just filled while I was clicking around. So we'll wait for it to fill. Hopefully it'll fill quick. If not, I'll go join another contest. There's something I wanted to do over here. We'll check the chat too. I'm glad you guys are here. I wish the thumbnail was better. You're the only sports bettor that the media is trying to bring down. Phantom. That the media is. Phantom, what's up? Appreciate that comment. I don't even know what it means though, really, honestly. Social media does try to bring me down quite a bit, but I think it's just haters reporting my videos. I'm very easily hated, man, unfortunately. Top heavy contest. Yep, this guy knows what's good. So we got 14 people in here. I'm excited to draft. It might take a while though, so I may actually get out of this contest. Let me see if I can. I'm gonna go on the other tab real quick. See if I can get us in a contest quicker, so we can get straight into this. Because I don't want to be sitting here waiting for contests to fill, bro. And I can't use Underdog because I'm banned on Underdog, unfortunately. Underdog is crazy with best ball drafts. They fill quicker. There's more people on there, but they're much sharper people. Whereas Draftkings is much more of casual users. So I prefer to do Draftkings. I feel like I draft with more average Joe users and less people that are like deeply obsessed with this stuff. Let's see if I can't get into a $20 draft here real quick. Honestly, not sure if. Okay, cool. We'll switch to this one, boys. So we'll just forget about that $3 stream. This is a $20 one. So we're going straight into the big leagues, man. But we only need 2 more people. So if you guys want to join me, you can join me. I may have a link. I'm gonna check my email over here, see if I got a link from my DraftKings partner rep. Okay, I got pick 6. So I'm gonna start working over there. But let me see if I can get y'all a little friend referral link. If not, just manually enter promo code Lambo for me when you get on DraftKings. And that will give you a welcome bonus and it'll give me credit for referring you and it'll help support the show. If I get enough people to start joining, I will live stream all day, every day. But if you join, you can shoot me a text saying, hey, I joined with your code. Send screenshot proof. And then what I'll do for you is I'll send you my DraftKings pick 6 picks this weekend. So if you look at my pick 6 predictions last weekend, I mean, we crushed it. Both of these are $100 entries. We turned it into a little over $1,500. So we turned 200 into 3,000 there. And we're now using that money to draft fantasy football teams during the week. So that's kind of my routine. On Saturdays, I play DraftKings pick 6. I build UFC pick sets. They call their entries or their lineups pick sets on pick 6. It's legal in Texas. It's legal in most states. Actually, I have a little map here. So promo code Lambo, the app looks like that. It's the orange DraftKings pick 6 logo. And it's legal in all of the orange states on this map. Now, if you want to do what I'm doing right now, drafting fantasy football teams, that is available. I want to say it's available everywhere. I think it's available almost everywhere. I'm not sure 100% though. Man, I like Malik Neighbors a lot, boys. I might do that Raiders stack though. Picking 6. We got Genty at 7. I don't want to reach too hard right now. I guess first round, you kind of can pick who you want. But I like Malik Neighbors a lot. I like Genty a lot, though, too. I feel like there's not really much that can stop Genty from having a big year. All right, let's see. I may have my link, or I may not have my link. Okay, cool. Here we go. No, that's my email. All right, I don't think I have a link for DraftKings right now. Let's see. I need to download the screenshot of the disclaimer so that I follow the rules. All right, let's see. So we're on pick 3 right now. Real quick, I'll show you guys this. Little, I think it's called the disclaimer. I'm not sure. But so that I remain in compliance legally. You got to show it for, I think, 15 seconds or something. So I'll just pepper it in there for a couple seconds here and there. All right, let me get the chat back up so I can read y'all's comments. Let me know who I should pick. Let me know if there's anybody I should look out for. Removed me. So Phantom, the only one that I'm banned on is Underdog. The rest I'm just severely limited, which is nice because at least they didn't, ban me. I'm surprised that they can legally ban you. It's kind of weird, but hey, whatever it is, what it is. Okay, it's my turn, I think, right? Dude, Gibbs is sitting there looking at me. CeeDee Lamb, Genty. Dang, dude. It's hard for me to take Gibbs, but I might just take him. Fuck it. We'll just keep it simple. We'll just draft the top guy right there. They're all good players. I don't really have a preference. Honestly, Ashton Genty's going to get heavy workload, but also how many times are the Raiders going to run the ball into the end zone? The Lions we know are going to score a ton of touchdowns. So going to go there. Let me pull up these NFL depth charts again. Dude, where is it? Had it pulled up. NFL depth charts. My favorite part of these drafts is later in the draft when it gets down to the nitty gritty, because that's really where my expertise comes in of college football, which rookies are going to be good. And I'm able to find those, Jalen McMillans, guys like that nobody else really knows about. So Ashton Genty is competing with Sincere McCormick from UTSA, San Antonio, where I grew up, and Raheem Mostert. So, yeah, dude, I would say Ashton Genty might be in the best running back situation in the league, dude. Other than, of course, Saquon and, maybe a few guys like that. But, yeah, Ashton Genty is definitely a number one pick. I probably should have snagged him there. And they're probably not going to be as bad with Geno and, I don't know. They could be bad, but I think they'll be a little bit better than they were last year. All right, here we go. Honestly, this is tough. I'm not sure who to pick here. I might just go quarterback here. Damn, bro. It could go another running back, but I don't really love Jonathan Taylor. Might go Drake London with Michael Penix. Maybe pick up Penix later. Let's see where Penix is falling in these drafts. Damn, that's crazy to me. For Penix to be at 142, I knew that he'd be good value, but dang, bro. I like Penix a lot. I think McCarthy, that's fair for him. But Penix could easily put up more fantasy points than McCarthy. Definitely is going to put up more than Drake May. To have Drake May at 122 and even Cam Ward, bro. Cam Ward over Drake May easily. That doesn't make much sense to me at all. That's pretty crazy. But it's good. I really would like to get some of these QBs here. So we'll see. I should be able to get them here soon. I would snag Jaden Daniels here at the 30th pick if I can. So the past few years, I've waited to draft quarterbacks. I just love to load my roster and then kind of take a shot on a quarterback. But the past few years, man, no quarterbacks have really jumped like that. So, you kind of have to draft a top quarterback and then just hope that you can find the under-the-radar receivers and running backs late. So we'll see how these next few picks fall and then start building our stacks around those players. It's tough to take Jaden Daniels here too when you have guys like Marvin Harrison, Garrett Wilson, Terry. It's a little bit tough. Josh Jacobs right there, bro. Jeez. I'll probably take Josh Jacobs if he falls, but let me actually pull up. I'm gonna pull up the Underdog Fantasy rankings just to see where they have these players. So they took Jacobs. I'll probably be able to get Daniels here. Not the best pick, but I want to snag a I want to snag an elite quarterback for this team right here. And then we can kind of build around it. And I also love Luke McCaffrey. So we've got a receiver, running back, and quarterback here. We're going to game plan to get Penix. So what I'll do is I'll actually just put a star, put him in the queue, make sure that I don't go to auto draft because I don't want to draft him anytime soon. But I'll put Penix in the queue. And then I'm also going to want to put the Washington receivers in the queue just so that I can keep these stacks or make sure I do build these stacks. So with best ball, you're really drafting for upside. It's not like a normal fantasy league where a normal fantasy league, you're just trying to draft a solid team that you can work with and then make adjustments and try to win the 12-man league. With best ball, you're really trying to beat tens of thousands of people. So stuff has to go perfectly for you, which can be tough. I know Carolina got a rookie receiver. I think it might have been McMillan, huh? And I need to look that up. I'm kind of, my brain's going blank here. But I know Carolina has a rookie receiver that's really good that I need to watch out for. Also love how the Texans got both ISU receivers. Dude, what the heck? I got to be careful here. Boys. Tampa Bay's going to have 4 receivers now, so don't really want any part of that. The Jets, Breece Hall should still be really good, even though the Jets aren't that good. So here's McMillan right here for Carolina. He's going to be good, but at the 50th pick, it is kind of tough, honestly. Definitely like DJ Moore over Worthy. All right, he got Breece Hall. So I'll probably go Joe Mixon here because with Mixon, it'll be our second running back. You're getting a running back on such a good team. I just kind of mentioned I like what the Texans did at receiver in the draft. They got both Iowa State boys. So they got Noel and is it Higgins from Iowa State? Let me see. Let me scroll through here real quick. It is look for the Texans. Yeah, so Jalen Noel there. And then the other Iowa State receiver is Higgins. Yeah. So here's what's crazy, you guys. So this is something that I noticed the first time I drafted. Higgins at 110. It might be fair. But, dude, Higgins and Noel they're basically equals. They're equals. It's 50-50 who does better, right? So why would I get Higgins at 111 when I can get Noel at 181? You know what I'm saying? The value here with Noel is way higher, but I like both of them. And overall, they both make me feel comfortable taking Mixon. Mixon gets hurt a lot, which sucks, but if Mixon's on the field, we're not going to have to worry about the Texans slowing up with their offenses. Bo Nix pretty high up those rankings. I haven't looked at what Bo Nix did as a running quarterback. I know he did pretty solid, but as a quarterback, but I need to look at fantasy quarterback numbers more. What's up, Tony? Didn't recognize you at first there, bro. Drinking the original Monster. Nope, this is not the original Monster. This is a Riot, dude. A Riot. You can get them at Whole Foods. It's the only place that I've seen them for sale. All right, dude, I got to stay on top of this because I do have some players in the queue that I need to be careful that I do not draft. Stressful. All right, I also need to queue up some more Washington receivers so that I can stay on that. All right, you got Kittle here, and Debo's out of San Francisco, so Kittle could see a spike in his numbers, but he still is a little bit old. No one that I really love here. Kelsey's super old. He's probably not going to do anything in the regular season, I would suspect. Crazy that Jalen Hurts is right there, dude. That would have been a good pick if I could have got Hurts at 54. I wouldn't have taken him. Of course, I already got a quarterback, but man, DK Metcalf in Pittsburgh could be kind of crazy there. change of scenery. You know what, man? We'll go with the Lions. We'll go with Laporta here. Get our tight end knocked out. I like to take receivers late. So, it's probably not optimal to not have a second receiver yet, but we're checking off the to-do list. Now we're positioning ourselves to go apeshit at the receiver position. So we're going to be fine. By the way, guys, if you get the Draftkings app, you can draft with me. I'll keep going. You guys can join with me. There's not a lot of people drafting right now. So if we all join at the same time, we'll be in the same draft. And then also use promo code Lambo. You'll get a welcome bonus, and then I'll get a commission for referring you. So you can do that on the Draftkings app, which is what I'm on, drafting best ball teams right now. Or you can do it, and you can do it, not just or, but and. You can do it both on the DraftKings Pick 6 app, which I have the ticker in the bottom of the screen. You can see down below the ticker is telling you what to do there. Get the DraftKings Pick 6 app and use promo code Lambo. So the Pick 6 app looks like this. And then on Saturday on UFC, I hit both of these. So $100 into $1,500. I have a little strategy on UFC Pick 6 that works really well, where I do correlation and significant strikes. And we just have been making good money doing that. And then during the week, I'll draft fantasy football. And then on the weekend, I'll make the money off of Pick 6 UFC pick sets. So let's get focused here. We got Jutkins on Cleveland. I'm going to pull up the Cleveland depth chart real quick. Oh, where is it? Let's see what kind of running backs they're rolling out there. I think they have, Jerome Ford. So Jutkins should be their guy. They're such a dumpster fire of a team. It is tough to take a Cleveland running back here. Oh, you know who I'll take is Pickens, bro. Pickens should be quite a bit higher now that he's on the Cowboys, but hopefully no one notices him there. Mahomes right now, dude. Dang. If I had known Mahomes would have been here, I'd have waited for Mahomes, bro. But we already got our first quarterback, so it's all good. It is what it is. Need to look up what's up with Aaron Rodgers if he's going to Pittsburgh. I'm pretty sure he is. Not that Pickens is on Pittsburgh. The fact they haven't updated that is pretty crazy. Man, that really sucks. They took my guy. Olave doesn't have a quarterback. Odunze might be a decent pick here. Jerry Judy's on a shitty team. Jutkins should be the bell cow for Cleveland. I'm just going to go Jutkins there, man. I need receivers, but I'm going to take the rookie running back. The Browns always produce solid running back numbers. They always run the ball well. I'm just going to freaking roll with the Browns running back there. It is what it is. Let me see Pittsburgh's running back situation here real quick. Rookie running backs I always love. Running backs and receivers, I like them. They usually overperform their ADP. So we got Jalen Warren back with Pittsburgh. That's crazy, dude. All right. I don't like any of these receivers right here for the price. I do like Jennings. Jennings is probably a pretty solid one. Let's scroll down here. Got to go Cooper Kupp for sure here. So I'll probably go Cooper Kupp here with Seattle. Let's see how far away we're at. 78. Yeah, I'll probably take Kupp at 78 there. For Cooper Kupp to be the second receiver, bro. I mean, I know he's had trouble his last couple seasons, but his upside is definitely, top 15, top 10 receivers in fantasy, especially in Seattle where they're going to be more of a defensive and running team, but still, you never know, man. He'll be out. They should be out there every pass play. So we'll see if he's still there. He should still be there. Got Kelsey here. I'm worried someone's going to grab him. I would be kind of pissed if someone did because there's not really anyone else I like. Ricky Pearsall, Brandon Ayuk. I'd probably rather go Ayuk over Pearsall. Damn, Jacoby Myers. That's kind of crazy to me. Scattaboo at 98. Oh, I'm going to try to get Scattaboo. Love Cam Scattaboo, dude, on the Giants. So you could go Scattaboo and Neighbors. Scattaboo, Neighbors, Russell Wilson. I would think Russell Wilson's probably going to start most of the season for them. But it does suck because once they're out of playoff contention, it's going to be Dart. So you might want to go Dart with Neighbors as a stack. And that's a really good stack right there because you can get Dart so late. And Dart's the type of guy, dude. It's all hitting me now, boys, as I talk this out loud. So Dart was the #1 correlated quarterback last year. Dart with Trey Harris at Ole Miss. So Dart is the type of quarterback that will just throw to the same receiver and not look the other way. Knowing that about Jackson Dart, that tells us there's a chance that Malik Neighbors could be the most valuable receiver the second half of the season in fantasy. Because I assume the Giants will lose enough games to where they're like, all right, we're going to get our first round pick, some experience here. Down the stretch of the season, you'll see Dart playing at quarterback, which would increase the value of Malik Neighbors. And if you have Dart and Neighbors, that could be your path to winning a fantasy football tournament. So Dart can run too. It's a bit of a long shot to think Dart could be a top quarterback any week of fantasy, but if he is, those are the types of moves that will win you your group in like week 15 or 16. All right, let's go back to all. Crazy dude, Travis Kelce's falling. It's hard to put a price on him, honestly. I like Ayuk here, although San Francisco has a ton of receivers. Ayuk should be clearly the #1. He got hurt last season right after they paid him. I mean, dude, Ayuk as Brock Purdy's receiver 1 with no Debo gives me reason to believe that he'll be really good, that he could put up really good numbers. So I love Ayuk here. This is my target right now for the next pick. Brian Robinson's not bad either for Washington, man. Do they still have, what's his name? Eckler. So they got Brian Robinson and Eckler. Damn, they took Ayuk, those motherfuckers. That sucks, dude. Well, I'll probably go Scattaboo here and just be done with running backs for a while, if not for the whole thing. So I never do this with running backs. In hindsight, I wish I had taken Neighbors over Gibbs. I didn't know I was going to like so many running backs here. But we got 2 rookie running backs here. We've got 2 solid veteran running backs, London and Cup. So we've got to work in our receivers. So we've got a Washington quarterback. We know that we want to get Penix. Probably might want to, if we can't get Penix, then we're probably going to want to get the Seattle quarterback. Where is the Seattle quarterback, dude? Is he really that high up? Probably scrolled over him. Sam Darnold, where are you? There he is. But man, Seattle's such a run-first team. I probably don't care about stacking him with Cup. Another cool stack is Cam Wharton and Xavier Restrepo. Let me see the Titans depth chart. I feel like they've got quite a bit of receivers too. But I will say Restrepo is the type of receiver that I'm confident can find his way on the field. So they got Treylon Burks and Lockett and, of course, Calvin Ridley. Man, I really think Restrepo will be their 4th receiver. And if one of them gets hurt, he'll be their slot receiver, and he'll be out there quite a bit. Oh, my God, I'm on the clock. Fuck. Am I or no? Yeah, I am. Shit. Okay, let's see. I had to hurry. We got downs. Fucking panicking, boys. We're at 102. I'll go Tyler Warren. Fuck. I panicked, but hey, you never know. Sometimes a panic pick like that you don't love turns out all right. Rookie tight end. Yeah, that was a fucking dumb pick, man. It was a dumb pick. That was a bad one. Should not have done that, but whatever. I didn't want to reach for Mooney there. I didn't want to reach for Higgins, but I can almost guarantee you both those guys will have better seasons than Warren. I just don't like Anthony Richardson at quarterback. I could have also gone with my second quarterback there and taken Fields or Caleb Williams. I mean, dude, Fields could be an insane fantasy quarterback with his running ability. I wish that there was a sound. I don't know if I have it turned off or what, but I wish there was a sound for when I was on the clock. Sure would help me a lot. But whatever, I just got to stay alert. It's not the end of the world, but man, I don't really care for Tyler Warren this year. But you know what? Whatever. If I accidentally draft him a couple times, it's all good. Let me know how you guys are doing in the comments. We got a few people in here. Warren's good, but just his situation's not the best, and rookie tight ends usually don't do well. They saved you on taking Ayuk. Ayuk's good, Tony. Ayuk's very legit, man. You know, he gets hurt and doesn't play for a year. People forget how good he is. Like, you got to look at the Niners are going to throw the crap out of the ball. Ricky Pearsall ain't going to be the receiver one, dude. Ricky Pearsall will be a solid receiver supporting cast. Jennings could be the receiver one, but most likely, man, it's going to be Ayuk, dude. It's going to be Ayuk leading that offense. And Brock Purdy puts up touchdowns and he puts up yards. So I love Ayuk for fantasy. You know, you got Isaac Garindo, McCaffrey. I mean, that's a great offense right there. A well-balanced offense. So we got Trey Harris down here for the Chargers. Dang, I think he just got drafted. That's crazy. Right as I was hovering over him. Here's my boy Jack, 126 right here. So I like Jack a lot. Christian Kirk's in Houston too. Dude, the Texans are going to be good. If my boy Joe Mixon can stay healthy, be in a good spot. All right, it's time to start spamming receivers. So we got Pittman. I don't love Luther Burden, but we got Burden. We got Betch. We are up in about 5 picks here. Dude, did somebody take Dude, I think somebody took Penix. That's freaking crazy if they did. It's not crazy. It's smart. But yeah, someone took Penix at 115. Not bad, bro. Not bad. I wanted him, but I took him. God damn it. I missed a pick. Dude, I really need that noise. That was stupid. Well, this team is probably cooked now, but whatever. We'll go through the motions and we'll do our best still. Oh my God, what's happening? Dude, what's happening? Everything's falling apart here. All right, lobby. Contests. Absolutely panicking, boys. All right, I need to get back in here ASAP. Okay, we're back. Yeah, I fucked up. I shouldn't have put him in the queue. That was dumb of me. But it is what it is. It's too late to go back now. Hopefully Penix has MVP season for us. All right, I'll take Jack here. I love Jack Betch. I think that's going to be the steal of the draft right there. Probably go for Pitts here too. Hate to take 3 tight ends, but fuck it. What are you going to do? We'll just get through this and see how it turns out. But yeah, if I go back to the Raiders, the Raiders don't have, Jack Betch is their number 1 receiver. Easily their best receiver. I'm in this draft, pick 3. Dude, that's crazy that you're in the draft right now. Are you freaking serious, bro? Let me see. J-Duts. I think you are. It's fucking crazy, bro. There's no way you're actually in this, dude. Tell me if you are. Yeah, you got some weak running backs. I see what you did there. I'll look for some running backs. Oh, Jaden Blue's probably not a bad one right there for the Cowboys. Cowboys' RB1 position is really up for grabs. So taking Blue there is probably not a bad idea. Probably be, gosh, it could be Phil Maffa too, huh? Phil Maffa could get the goal line work. All right, fuck, dude. I got to keep an eye on this up here. All right, so I'm looking for receivers here. Let's see what we got, boys. Might even mess around and get Kyle Pitts. Isaac Guerendo's a good one right there. I know they got CMC, but dude, CMC's always getting hurt. If CMC gets hurt, which he probably will, Isaac Guerendo's crazy right there, dude. Shit, I kind of want to draft him. Oh, dude. Got Keon Coleman. Didn't really do crap last year. It's tough, boys. It's tough. I like Pitts a lot. I like Coleman. Just do Pitts for now since I fucked up and got Penix. If Penix is going to perform well, then Pitts is going to go off. Let's check out the Buffalo Bills depth chart here. They got Shakir, Coleman, Josh Palmer. I mean, dude, I don't know how Coleman avoided the ball last year so much. He's a great receiver, 6'4". He's great at FSU. But he really didn't get the ball much last year. In his last game, he got 10 targets, 2 receptions. That's insane, bro. But yeah, he only had one game where he got 100 yards. That is just brutal, dude. I like Keon Coleman. Maybe he takes a step up next year, but I'm probably not going to be able to draft him. No, I could. I'm in a couple picks. We'll see if he's there. I'll draft him if he's there. Definitely don't want Quentin Johnson. Xavier Legette was a beast for us in college, but his hands are terrible. So not too thrilled with the idea of picking him. Oh, man, boys. I might just take this rookie from New England, even though I'm not too excited about that. I'd hate to take another running back, but Isaac Guerendo is pretty good too. I'll take Guerendo. Fuck it. If CMC goes down, it'll be huge. But I cannot take another running back. I already have 5. This is a terrible draft so far, but fuck it. We're just rolling. We're learning. We're living and learning. Now I know there's a lot of running backs late that I like. So I'll probably go a little heavier on receiver early. I'm going to start queuing up the receivers that I like. And there's not many of them. DeAndre Hopkins, Baltimore. Nah, he ain't getting the ball. Like Alec Pierce, but for whatever reason, they didn't throw to him much. You know, Josh Palmer could be a guy for the Bills. If you know, Josh Allen doesn't like Keon Coleman, Josh Palmer's their receiver too. Josh Allen's shown us that he can feed 2 receivers. Love this receiver 3 from Cincinnati right here. I know there's going to be receivers down here that are just absolute steals. You know, dude, Tyler Lockett could easily be one of those. Lockett's still really good, man. He's still really good. And with Cam Ward slinging it, I like that. I don't know why he went there. He probably just wanted to live in a nice place after being stuck in Seattle for so long. But Tank Dell, bro. What is Tank Dell doing down here? Tank Dell's not a bad receiver to pick up that late at that price. I don't mind that. All right, let me keep going through this stuff, boys. It's a good receiver from Tennessee, but I don't know that he'll get playing time. So I'll definitely pick up Jalen Noel. Probably would take Keenan Allen over Alec Pierce just because he could land somewhere where they use him. Kind of forced to take Legette here at this pick. I don't love Legette, but hey, he's improved his catching before. Maybe he'll improve his catching going into year 2. So Legette it is. Not the best receiver there for us, but whatever. Wan'Dale Robinson. I'm trying to find something here that I like, boys. I'm gonna have to take another quarterback. So Anthony Richardson could be the one. He's not. Might take Sam Darnold just because I have Cooper Kupp to pair them together. Kind of forgot to take a second quarterback throughout this draft, but it's all good. Do like Jackson Dart, but I would have liked to get one of his receivers if I was going to draft him. Let's see, man. Let's scroll. I know there's going to be some good players out here. You know, Cam Ward's tight end right there is pretty decent value. I'm good on tight ends for this draft, but just saying, bro. All right, let me check the Broncos depth chart real quick. See what kind of receivers they have. I mean, they're probably good on receiver. Pat Bryant probably ain't cracking in there. Yeah, Troy Franklin's not even top 3. So they're pretty deep at receiver. Doesn't hurt to get a rookie, though. Dude, Arroyo isn't a bad one for the Seahawks there. Jeez, all right, I'll come back here in a minute. Cole Kmet as a tight end for the Bears isn't terrible either. There were games, man, where Kmet really went off last year. I know they drafted the tight end out of Michigan, but still, Caleb Williams, second year with Kmet. Kmet's a big athletic dude. Jeez, boys. It's not looking great for us here. I need to find some decent receivers for us. We'll go fucking Darnold real quick. All right, whatever. Auto drafted Pierce. That's fine. All right, so I got to figure out my game plan at the end of drafts. Dart could be good second half. Oh, Tyler Show might just start all year. That'd be crazy. Pat Bryant, he's kind of buried on the depth chart. Tank Dell was so good for Houston, but Houston has just tons of receivers now. Nico Collins, Christian Kirk, and then Noel and Higgins and Mechie. Dude, Houston literally has 6 super good receivers. That's fucking nuts. You got Joe Mixon at running back. I wonder where Dameon Pierce gets drafted. But, dude, Houston's offense is insane this year. CJ Stroud, I need to start drafting CJ Stroud, bro. That offense is loaded. That's crazy, dude. Let me know if you guys have seen that and if you agree with me. If you watch college, you probably do. You got to. Yeah, Arroyo probably is going to be a bench warmer for the Seahawks, Tony, unfortunately. But we'll see. I don't know that he's that good. All right, let's find some damn receivers, boys. There's my guy. We're definitely taking Luke McCaffrey. It's 100% happening. Eventually, though. Not yet, but eventually. Jalen Lane. Shoot. I need to check that Washington depth chart out. Adonai Mitchell. First round pick last year. Adonai Mitchell. And look where he's at now. I told Texas fans that their receivers weren't that good, but they got angry at me. Definitely taking Noel here. Let's go. That's a good one. And look at the Washington receivers versus the Texas receivers. Xavier Worthy's in a good situation, but if Xavier Worthy was on a random team, he wouldn't be doing anything either. All right, we got 4 more spots. We're going to have to really crack the receiver position. So our tight end and our running back is extremely strong on this team, which isn't how I usually draw it up. But, oh, yeah, I forgot I got Penix. So I'm good on quarterback, really. I should be good on quarterback. I can, of course, get Dart if I want. Dude, I love Lockett. Tony, if you're still here, bro, thank you for being here. You need to jump in a draft with me next draft. But, dude, Tyler Lockett is solid. I think he's the second receiver on Tennessee's depth chart right now. And they're going to be throwing the ball. And Cam Ward's probably got the best arm of any quarterback that Lockett's played with. I mean, Russell Wilson was awesome, but those teams were always run first. Lockett has never been on a pass-first team that's going to be playing from behind a lot. And when he was playing from behind, he was doing it with freaking Geno Smith. Lockett, dude, this is a great value. I pray that they don't take him from me because he is a big name. They fucking took him, man. Damn. Why would you take him over Taysom Hill, bro? Taysom Hill could be starting games at quarterback for this Saints team. I'm in shambles. I'm in freaking shambles, boys. God, that hurts. You know what, though? We'll take Houston's receiver 3. They're a loaded team. Fuck it. Got Amari Cooper. Let's see. Pat Bryant. Chiefs rookie right there. Let me see the Chiefs depth chart real quick. I feel like this Chiefs rookie ain't going to touch the field, but you never know. It's not like their receivers are anything crazy. Heartbroken I didn't get Lockett there. That would have been a great pickup for my team. Yeah, so they got Worthy, Rice, and Brown. Jalen Royals is right there in the mix, bro. Especially if one person gets hurt. Easily could be in the mix. I mean, it's worth taking a shot when you get in, taking a guy on the Chiefs roster at the receiver position, but Mahomes does spread the ball out a little much. Well, could take Austin there. Let me check Pittsburgh's depth chart. The problem with Pittsburgh, man, is if they get Aaron Rodgers, he's just a nightmare for a fantasy quarterback. So get the third receiver, so at least he'll be starting. Yeah, this is not ideal right now. Let me see what we got, boys. Definitely want Luke McCaffrey. I might even just reach to make sure I secure him, so no one else does. Jalen Lane for Washington. Let me check Washington's depth chart out, bro. Man, that's crazy. They got Michael Gallup. They got Noah Brown, Debo. That is crazy. But I think Luke McCaffrey will be the third receiver on that team at the end of the year. His stats will. Jalen Lane was pretty solid in college, but he probably won't crack in. Let's see. We'll go McCaffrey next here. Royal would be a good pick down here as well. So maybe I'll save a tight end for that next draft. I gotta get a better game plan down the stretch. I like Kmet here too. Using my final pick on Kmet as maybe a third tight end on some teams. Flacco I love, but he's not going to play down the stretch for Cleveland. They'll let their rookies play down the stretch. Like Flacco and Russell Wilson, I like both those guys, but they're going to be useless second half. So I got to kind of steer clear of them, unfortunately. All right, we got 2 more picks. I just need receivers that could have decent weeks every now and then. This team's so stacked at running back and quarterback and tight end that, if we hit on London Cup and Betch, which I like all 3 of those, I mean, this team is built well. I did have a couple fuck-ups with Warren was a mess-up. Penix was an auto-draft. Those were 2 mistakes. A lot of drafting is just staying locked in. Dude, I really hate to take Amari Cooper here when I'm not sure if he's going to sign with anyone. But fuck it. What else can I do? Let me Google Amari Cooper real quick. See if he's officially retired or what the deal is. Cooper's so good, man. What is he, 30? So he might be 31, so he'll probably have a pretty bad fall off. He was just so damn good when he was in his prime, but can't draft guys that way. Let me check the Ravens depth chart out. I don't think Wester is going to touch the field, but never hurts to take a rookie. Dang, they got Hopkins. It's funny. DeAndre Hopkins. Jump from the Chiefs to the Ravens. Yeah, so Wester's pretty buried. From Colorado, dude, shit. He ain't touching the field, bro. Colorado receivers were not good. Get the fuck out of here. All right. Yeah, I don't know who to take. Who's this guy right here? Dolphins. Let's keep scrolling, boys. Alameda Zacchaeus, Chicago. Dude, Juju's probably not bad to take right here. Because if you get injuries, someone gets suspended, and Juju becomes that receiver 3, Mahomes trusts him. Juju could have a couple weeks where he contributes. I think he just got he's still up there. That's good. That's good. All right, let me see who we got. We got Wicks, Reynolds, Juju, Watson. Dude, how are the Green Bay receivers up here? Those are guys that play for Green Bay. I guess the 4th and 5th receiver. They're really high on Golden, huh? Shit, maybe Golden will be good. All right, I need to go to the Falcons. Atlanta Falcons. Let's see their receivers. Ray McLeod's their 3rd receiver, bro. And I already got Penix. Give me McLeod, bro. Give me Penix's 3rd receiver. If Mooney gets hurt, I got Penix's 1st and 2nd receiver. That's crazy, dog. Let me see what McLeod's game log was in those games that Penix played. 7 targets against Carolina. So he didn't do a ton, but I like to see 7 targets there. Dude, McLeod even got 11 targets versus Minnesota. I think that was when Kirk was still playing, though. All right, so Kirk was still playing. That's crazy. Juju Smith goes undrafted. All right, not my best work, but a nice little warm-up there. So what I would tell myself going forward is QB definitely going to rotate their receivers. Sebastian, I don't know what you mean by that, brother. Thank you for commenting and being here, but don't know what you mean by that. So I did what I had to do. Very weird draft to get sucked into running backs and accidentally kind of have to panic draft a tight end and stuff. Overall, if I could have switched, maybe taken a receiver round 1 right there, like Malik Neighbors right there, I would have preferred to do that. But it is what it is. This team easily could make us $1 million. I mean, what I do like about it, Amari Cooper is probably a shitty pick. But what I do like about it, probably could have taken Lane there. That was a good pick in the end. Is all of these receivers down here, the last 4 rounds or last 5 rounds, really, I can get good value out of this. Like these picks right here, look at the last 5 for some of these teams. Like they ain't doing shit. None of these teams are doing shit. Ollie Gordon's a really good pick, by the way, in this last round. I don't think he'll do much, but dude, the upside's insane for Ollie Gordon right there. So taking a mental note, I might finish my drafts off with Ollie Gordon there at the end. Arroyo. Let me check the let me just look at Arroyo's face. I know who he is. I know what he does, but let me look at the Seahawks depth chart, see what they're looking like. I don't have a lot of faith in the Seahawks offense, I guess is what it comes down to. Dude, where the freaking heck is it? New tab. Seahawks depth chart. All right, let's get into another draft here real quick. I'm kind of falling in love with Jackson Dart as a late draft pick. By the way, guys, make sure you get on the Draftkings app and make sure you use promo code Lambo. You can get the Draftkings app. You can also get the Draftkings Pick 6 app. Pick 6 is legal in all of the states on this map. I'm going to create another graphic soon for the Draftkings Fantasy app, but I'm really pushing Pick 6 hard because the strategy I have in UFC is insane. These are 2 of my wins from this past weekend. turn $100 into $1,500 twice. So I turned $200 into $3,000, and I'm using that money to draft right now. So every Saturday when there's UFC, it basically funds the operation when I'm drafting fantasy football teams. So let's do one more draft here for this stream. This is a nice little warm up for me. And, I'm just getting back into it. If you guys want to join me, you can simply just enter the $20 best ball draft, and we have 10 more slots. So if you don't join me, someone else will. We'll wait for this to fill, and then we'll go back at it again. Probably going to go for receivers a little bit earlier this time. Save a running back spot for Ollie Gordon in round 20. We'll see. I mean, Ollie Gordon was supposed to be the number one running back in college football this year. He didn't really pan out for him, but on the Dolphins, he could get a lot of their goal line work. Also, like Quinn Ewers on the Dolphins. I hope that he gets to start, but we'll see. See what ends up happening here. All right, let's go to the Seahawks depth chart here. Let's check out. We still got Noah Fant. So Elijah Arroyo, 6'4". Yeah, he's probably going to be a big body receiver for the Seahawks. That makes sense. So Arroyo at the tight end position in fantasy, that could be money. He's only 240 pounds. So I would think they wouldn't throw him on the line too much to block. And I also think they will run a lot of 12 personnel. So shit, man, they might throw him out there quite a bit. Noah Fant is right in his prime. So it's tough. He's probably the fourth option in Seattle at best. Valdez-Scantling. Yeah, man. Give me Cooper Kupp in that offense. Give me Cooper Kupp all day, baby. Let's go. Crazy. Valdez-Scantling's already 30. Fucking nuts. Seahawks defense is money, boys. Money. All right, I need you guys to join this draft with me. For real, for real. We've got, total prize is 204. Is that really what it is? No, 2 million to first. This is the big one. All right, guys, get on the Draftkings app right now. Go to the best ball tab and join me in this draft. I'll make the screen a little bigger for us here so that you can see more of the screen. Look at that. The bigger I make it for you, the more scrunched it is for me, though, so it's tough. Also, make sure you guys get DraftKings Pick 6, promo code Lambo. So we got DraftKings Pick 6, and we got DraftKings Fantasy. Let's see what happens. Let's see if we can invite some people to the stream, too. Yeah, if you guys want to join, I'm going to invite a guest. Might invite Keith. Let's see what's good. I'm going to send the link to join. If any of y'all want to join, I know there's only 6 of you in here. Send that out, and then I'll send it out to my group chat. I don't really have a ton of people. Oh, look at Keith. Oh, dude, we could get Keith on here. Let's build. We could build some MMA slips as well with Keith. He's deep into it. I don't know too many people that are deep into it, so let me see Brokowskis. I'll send this to the Brokowskis as well. Hop on, posies. All right, one sec. Drafting. Join me. I just randomly text them for the first time in months. I'm like, drafting, join me. We got the 3 spot. So we are probably going to take Justin Jefferson, baby. I like Jefferson, no matter who his quarterback is. But I think you definitely could see an upgrade at the quarterback position. I'm not too sold on Darnold. Maybe he's better, but I think their rookie from Michigan could be decent. J.J. McCarthy could be pretty solid. You never know. It's obviously a mystery, but we'll see. So nobody's joined yet. So I'm looking for a co-host to draft with me, man. If you guys want, just click the link right there. Dude, Tony, are you sure you can't play best ball in Washington, bro? I think you're full of crap, man. Let me see. DraftKings best ball states. Dude, if you can't do best ball in Washington, that's a little insane. I don't believe that. But I'm gonna verify because you might be right. Damn, bro. It says there's 5 states it's not in. Washington State is one of the 5. That blows my damn mind, bro. I don't know how that's even possible. I mean, what is illegal about this? This is just a fantasy draft, man. It's crazy how the laws work in America. It's so confusing. I've got it all memorized now. Like, I knew Washington wasn't the most friendly state, but dude, I thought a draft? We're talking about a fantasy football draft here, man. That's freaking crazy, bro. That's mind-boggling, dude. That is mind-boggling. All right, Justin Webb, you are competing against me, man. You are competing. Oh, look at this. I will definitely take Saquon here. Dude, who did they draft over Saquon? I told you I wanted to get receivers early, but F it. They got Bijan over Saquon. It could happen, but dude, after what Saquon did last year, ain't no way I'm passing on him, bro. Ain't no way, dog. I love Neighbors. I would go Neighbors here and then try to get Dart later if I was these drafters. So let's see. Justin Webb, are you in here? Are you in the draft, Justin? Let me know, bro. Also, let me know if anybody uses promo code Lambo. I pray that somebody does it, but I don't know. I know people are watching me right now, but, only a few of you are commenting, so it kind of feels like I'm chilling with like 2 people right now. But we got a full 10 people on the stream, boys. Come on. All right, Justin, you're not in there? No worries, bro. All right, let's see. Remember the game plan, boys. We want receivers early. I'll probably take Drake London here. Drake London here. I don't like T. Higgins much. I'm not in love with these receivers early. Harrison should have a big step up. Adams on the Rams. Devontae Adams on the Rams is probably not a bad little pick there around pick 30. Dude, Nico and Brian Thomas. I mean, here's the thing. If I could pick in the last 4 picks of the draft here and pick up Genty, dude, Genty at pick 10 to me is insane. To go Genty and then Brian Thomas or Genty and Nico Collins, shit, dog. Nico went crazy last year, but also, like I said, that San Francisco team literally has 6 receivers. Not San Francisco, bro. Houston is what I meant to say. Dude, I'm getting fatigued right now. Live streaming for an hour is crazy. But fuck it, dude. This is what we do. I'm going to keep grinding, and we're going to try to get this page rolling, boys. And then I'm going to go to Draftkings pick 6 here in a little, so stick around. Help me get through this draft. I wish it was quicker, but whatever. It'll feel quick once it starts getting going. So we're going to need to make 2 picks here. I might just go London. I might not be able to get either of them. Damn. I got to go 26. So when I go 26, might have to get my boy Lamar Jackson. Devontae Adams at 36. I'm going a little further than I want to there. Could go Smith and Jigba. He's going to, get to feast without DK and Lockett there now. He'll be the veteran receiver in Seattle. Might go Marvin Harrison Jr. as well. All right, I'm definitely going to go 2 receivers here. Pretty confident in that. Of course, if Bowers falls to me, I'll snag him, but that would be crazy. He's still there. Probably start getting my hopes up now. Oh, 2 more picks. Leave Bowers for me. Just leave Bowers. Come on, baby. I get so emotional whenever someone grabs a guy right there. That's a steal. I just start begging the computer. Come on, baby. Drake London. Come on, 1 more pick. Give me Bowers. Oh, of course. They took him. Fuck. But you know what? I can't be that emotional. I need to chill out. I would love to get Bowers right there. But you know what? We're building the Philly stack. We're building the Eagles, bro. And I hate to do that when the Eagles just had an insane year. But we're going to do it. So I need to make sure I get Hurts at 46. So I'm going to pick – I pick at 46. So I'm going to get Hurts next pick, assuming no one grabs him. Hopefully they don't. And then right now, I'm going to take a receiver, and I'll probably go Marvin Harrison. Although I hate Kyler Murray. Hate to take Harrison. Dude, McBride is probably the best. If I can get McBride, I'll take McBride at tight end there. Damn. So Garrett Wilson's – I don't like Garrett Wilson with his new quarterback there, Justin Fields. I'm not in love with Higgins either. Tyreek Hill's kind of annoyed me the last few years, the way he gets cramps and just stops playing the last 7 minutes of games. I think it's between Njigba and Harrison for me. Would have loved McBride too. 2 young tight ends just getting sniped right before I pick. Just frustrating, man. Gosh, it's kind of hard to take Harrison here, but let's just do it, man. Let's just do it. All right. Fuck it. Tough choice there. Tough choice. I was torn there between a few guys. All right, so the game plan is to go for Hurts next. So I could go Hurts and Kittle. I'll probably go Hurts and Smith. Shoot. We're just going all in on this Philly stack right here. I've never really gotten this many players from the same team in the first 5 rounds. But that's the plan, dude. This is going to be my Eagles team right here. You'll have the Eagles TD monopoly, yes. And I'll just pray that the Eagles just run the score up, which they easily can, dude. How many games did we see them score 5 touchdowns in? Yeah, Tyreek Hill. Tyreek Hill has been a nightmare, dude, the last few years with finishing games and stuff. I think he's just made so much money, he just doesn't really give a crap anymore. And I think he's pushing 30, 31 right now, so still amazing, but I don't know how bad he wants it, right? Whereas Marvin Harrison, I know he's going to bring it for us. All right, let me scroll up so I make sure I don't miss a pick again, even though I got my guys in the queue. All right. Here we go. Kenneth Walker at 56. Shoot. Yeah, we'll see who's available. See, Tyreek's falling big time. I'm going to check out the underdog rankings as well. Yeah, Neighbors is QB proof for sure. But, dude, like Russell Wilson's such an upgrade over Daniel Jones. Russell Wilson's a good quarterback for fantasy receivers, but I think Jackson Dart can actually be an insane fantasy quarterback for receivers. So Neighbors and Dart down the stretch is going to be freaking crazy, bro. And, of course, Kyron Lacy, dude, could have been the guy this year. If we had Kyron Lacy in this draft, that would be my number 1 drafted guy probably, because he probably could get him around 4 or something, and he would have been money. But it is what it is, man. Hopefully next year we get better rookies at the receiver position. This year there's still some guys to target, but it just ain't like what it was last year with Brian Thomas and Malik Neighbors. Last year was just freaking nuts, bro. All right, what am I doing over here? I'm going to pull up the draft rankings on All right, we're coming up. Damn, bro, someone really took fucking Hurts. That's insane. Why would you do that, bro? Why would you do that to me, man? Fudge. All right, I'm in a tough spot now. Gosh, dude. I'll go McMillan. Fuck it. I'm gonna go with the rookie. Dang, that sucks. They did that to me. They did me dirty, man. They did me dirty. All right, I'll probably try to go Kenneth Walker here for my first running back. Really wanted to build that Eagles team, but, you know, it's fantasy. That's fantasy for you, bro. All right, let's see what we got here. So I will need a quarterback. Mahomes going so late, I do like, but it makes sense, man, because the Chiefs play with the lead. They don't go off offensively much. Kind of a boring team. Dude, Chuba Hubbard over Kenneth Walker to me is insane, right? Am I crazy or is that insane? That seems insane to me, right, Tony? There's no way in hell Chuba Hubbard gets more than all over Burrow. You'd have been all over. Dude, fuck Joe Burrow, man. And Zay Flowers. Fuck Zay too, dude. All right, let's see what we got here. We got our receivers and running backs is much different than last draft. Honestly, guys, so far so good, man. I love all 5 of these players. 10 out of 10, love all 5 of them. I don't have a single problem with this roster yet. Now, I do need my quarterback, and I do need my tight ends, but it'll happen. All right, next pick is pick 70. Let's scroll down and see what we got. Zay Flowers could have been a good one for sure. So pick 70. If Mahomes is there, we're taking him. That's given. Odunze, Baker Mayfield. I wonder where Baker landed last year with his stats. All right, here we go. I'm going to check the NFL draft rankings here. See what the biggest discrepancies are between Underdog and Draftkings. I know there's going to be some stuff way off. So McMillan was ADP is 34 on Draftkings. So that's a good pick by me. I actually used the Underdog draft, the Underdog rankings as like a let me see. As a Bible. Like that is the be all end all for me. So let me get back. Yeah, we're good. We got time over here. Dude, how is Devontae Smith still available and it's pick 65? That is crazy, dude. This is a weird draft going on over here on DraftKings. All right, so I got Zay Flowers still available. Zay is 47 on Underdog. Let me see. Debo 66. All right, I'm going to have to sit down and map all this out, put it in a spreadsheet. But Addison, Ridley. Dude, there's a lot of receivers on this board. Did I click the receiver tab? Nah. Dude, it's crazy how the receivers are just falling to me this draft. Last draft, I didn't take any receivers. This draft, I'm like pretty much forced to take Debo here at 70. Let me see where Addison is. So Addison's 58 on DraftKings. See where Ridley. So I'm going to take Ridley here with the rookie. Shit was close. I almost didn't click it in time. Yeah, Ridley's probably the top pick there. Dude, this is crazy. Ridley is actually ADP is 54 on Underdog. It's fucking nuts, dude. Dude, Cooper Kupp, man. I love Cooper Kupp. I could be making a big mistake, but I like Cooper Kupp a lot. I really do. Dude, Ayuk is 80 on Underdog. This is nuts. I got to figure this shit out. All right. I'm trying not to get another receiver, but it's just tough. It's tough, bro. Probably have to go get Waddle, dude. Dude, this is a weird draft. I'm going ape shit on receiver, but it's just I don't know what's happening if there's collusion going on in this draft. But it's very bizarre how nobody's picking receivers yet. I don't know what these guys are going to do. I guess they are picking receivers. I don't know what's happening. Are they just picking like really bad receivers maybe? No. All right, fuck it, dude. We'll just keep rolling with the punches. There's just not a lot of non-receivers available for me. At least not that I like. Very solid squad so far, though. Need my quarterbacks, but we'll get those soon. Yeah, Mahomes has been terrible. I know, man. It could be different this year, but it's hard if they're playing with the lead every week. Jaden Higgins, batch is 124. So Baker and Bo Nix are probably the guys to try to snag. Justin Fields is pretty solid too. Of course, Goff and Dak Prescott are solid. Let's see who we got here. So I'm gonna need to take a few QBs here. Dude, Trevor Lawrence could do something too, man. But I like Penix. I like Cam Ward. Shoot. We got 2 running backs, but we have very solid running backs. Tight end position's kind of crap. I'm gonna look up Taysom Hill, see if they're talking about him playing quarterback. Imagine if they just start Taysom Hill at quarterback, bro. Huh. Who knows? No one's really wrote anything about Taysom Hill, but like I could play quarterback, bro. I know he could. Let me see where Golden's going on old Underdog. Golden's at 74, so about the same as here, I think. All right, dude, we'll go Bo Nix here. Shit. Or should we go Murray? No, we'll go Bo Nix. Fuck it. Couldn't remember if I got... Oh, dude, I did get Harrison. Forgot I got fucking Harrison. I should have got Murray, dude. It's all good, though, man. Kyler Murray is a bum, and Bo can be solid, so whatever, dude. Should have got Scattaboo, dude. Jeez, what am I doing? Whatever. I don't love that Bo Nix pick, but whatever, bro. It is what it is. All right, Mooney over here. I want to say Mooney was pretty low. Mooney was 89 on Underdog. $89 on Underdog, 112 over here. Probably do Scattaboo. Got Loveland. We'll roll with Scatterboo, dude. We'll roll with Scatterboo. Let's go. Let me see where Scatterboo is over on Underdog. Probably pretty low. 97. Go to depth charts and see. New York Giants depth chart. Scatterboo's third. But come on, man. Tyrone Tracy Jr., you kidding me? He ain't gonna do shit. No way. He did pretty good last year, though. Had a couple 100-yard games. 3 of them. Damn, dog. Scatterboo should get out there, though. He's a savage. All right, we got a little while for our next pick. We do need tight ends. 118. David Njoku, baby. Flacco plays the first half of the season. I like that. And dude, I like Trey Harris actually too. Trey Harris with Herbert's not a bad look. Got some good players in this draft. I don't know what's going on with this draft, but it just feels a lot easier than the last one. I know my tight end position and my quarterback position are weak. That's probably why. Yeah, Goff is a good pick. They air it the fuck out. There's some decent QBs here. If I can get 3 decent ones, you don't really need your top guy. If you got 3 decent ones, you just pray that one of them does well each week. Josh Downs. Yeah, I got to revive the channel, though, man. I haven't uploaded in a while, but this is kind of breaking me back into it. And then I just need to make some YouTube videos to upload. So after this draft, I'll probably get off and do that. But I don't know, man. I've lost direction. I lost my Instagram page. It's been kind of sad stuff recently, but I just got to get my momentum back. I got to get my swagger back. Dude, we got the Instagram page back right now, so that's good. We will see what's up. So I'll post some pics on Instagram here in a bit. Fuck, man. I'm pumped that football's back, though, boys. The fact we're sitting here drafting, it's fun stuff. I got a little while to my next pick. Fun stuff. All right. I'm definitely getting fatigued. But you know what? We got to do this. We got to put in the work. Let the algorithm know, hey, we're out here. We're grinding. We're working for you. Reward us, man. Reward us with some views. So on this one, man, I'd much rather have Mark Andrews over Loveland. Both are on teams with 2 solid tight ends. I just feel like Lamar's going to feed Andrews more than, Caleb Williams will throw to Loveland. But who knows? The rookie wild card element, I almost always prefer to take a rookie. Let's see tight end rankings on Underdog, though, just for comparison. Yeah, Mark Andrews is over Loveland over there. Makes sense. Evan Ingram for Denver. Not a bad look there, though. All right, let's see if I can find Evan Ingram. Dude, did Evan Ingram already go? Fucking serious? Let me see. Tight end is blue. Damn, Evan Ingram went at 101 over there. That's a little early, bro. It's a little early, but hey, now we know. All right, so I'll probably go for Mark Andrews here as the next best tight end. Oh, let's see where Trey Harris goes. I feel like Trey Harris actually has a good shot. I need to look at the Chargers depth chart to confirm, but Trey Harris has good upside. So Trey Harris normally goes at 100. Trey Harris is pretty good value there. Very good value. Oh, shit, I'm up on the clock. Well, that's an easy pick. Andrews, there's our tight end. Bang. 123. Could go in Joku. But I'd almost rather go. I just don't think Burden is the guy as a third receiver on a team that didn't really prove to get many passing touchdowns last year. So I might be looking at that second quarterback, huh? Got Kyle Pitts down here. I might go Pitts and Penix down there. Got Isaac Garindo as well, dude. Shit, there's some good players down there. You got Cam Ward. Shoot, dog. All right, let's go Trey Harris here. Let's stick to the receivers for now. Keep piling on another elite receiver. So I got 6 solid receivers now that I really love, all 6 of them. Andrews at tight end. We got Bo Nix at quarterback. Kind of sucks that I can't really pair any stacks with him. We do have Mims down here. Mims is 117 on Underdog, so that's not bad value for Mims. Let me see. And of course, we should have Troy Franklin somewhere buried down here, right? Troy Franklin, where are you, dog? You got Pat Bryant. Dude, did Troy Franklin already get drafted? There's no way he goes that early, right? Dude, that's fucking crazy. Troy Franklin's a hidden gem, bro. I guess he doesn't do anything, does he? I said Troy Franklin's, yeah. He ain't shit in the NFL, I guess. Dude, I just have a little feeling that Troy Franklin's role is going to get kicked up a bit this year. Let me see Denver's depth chart. He's their 4th receiver on the depth chart, I believe, right? Yeah, he is. I'd rather get Franklin than Vele. So remind me to get Franklin at the end of this draft, boys. I don't pick again for a little while. Okay, Trey Harris. Just fucking got stressed that I was going to get auto-drafted there. All right, I don't really want to queue Franklin up right now, but I'll tell you right now, I wouldn't mind getting Franklin. Let me see the Jags depth chart. I like Jacksonville a lot this year. They got ETN, Tank Bigsby. Where's Tutton coming from? Virginia Tech, dude. Rookie running back. It's not like Bigsby's anything insane. Travis Etienne's constantly getting injured. I don't know if I'd want to do that just yet. I'd probably prefer Jaden Blue over Tutton there. All right. Probably realistically, I'm probably going to try to go Pitts and Penix. Pitts will probably be gone, though. If I could do Pitts and Penix, of course, that'd be insane for me. Stafford's got the rookie tight ends as well. Isaac Garindo right there. Some good players coming up. Cam Ward. So Garindo and Cam Ward as my backup plan is probably the move. Mike Gesicki at tight end is going to be very, very good value there. Gesicki's my favorite tight end on the Bengals, I'm pretty sure. They may have got someone. I haven't looked at every depth chart just yet. Cincinnati. Yeah, Gesicki's the guy there, dude. So definitely queue him up. All right. I am coming up here at 142. Shoot. Looks like somebody got my tight end, unfortunately. That sucks. I hate to take 2 quarterbacks that I don't have any stacks with. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do here. I'll definitely take Mims if he's there just because I have Bo Nix already. Yeah, we'll go Mims. Fuck it. Let's see where Mims goes on underdog. I think he goes pretty early. If I'm not mistaken, dude. Yeah, Mims goes 117 on underdog. That's pretty crazy. Pretty crazy value there. All right, let's get back to work here. Probably, God, dude. Isaac Garenda's fucking good running back to snag here. But I'm probably going to go Cam Ward. Shit, dude. Ward and Penix. I kind of like both of those boys. Dude, Penix year 2. Well, he took Penix, so that makes it a lot easier for me. Thank you for making it easy on me. So we'll go Ward. Dude, I was torn. I probably would have taken Penix over Ward. But fuck it. That's perfect. We'll take Cam Ward there, and we'll just make sure that we go out and get Tyler Lockett. Dude, I'm gonna go to the Titans depth chart real quick. I just feel like Restrepo is such a good pick too. So this is going to be a weird ending to our draft. We're going to dig for some real deep sleepers. I think Restrepo over Manor. I know I'm saying the guy's name completely wrong. The Stanford receiver. Dude, that Stanford receiver is freaking good. But Restrepo is legendary. And Shadur, to quote Shadur, the great Shadur Sanders, Restrepo is legendary, bro. Yeah, that Stanford receiver is good, but I'm talking legendary. Restrepo, dog? Fuck, dude. Give me Restrepo, baby. Gesicki's going to slip away from us. That is heartbreaking. You never know, though. Ferguson's still up there. Ferguson's still on the board. Let's see. We got 2 quarterbacks. We got Bo Nix and Cam Ward. We can get a third here if we need. Let's see what we're working with down the stretch. We need more running backs as well. Let me map this out. Let me map the ending of this draft out. I like Dart, but I did not take any Giants guys. Except the running back. You know who I like at tight end for we need 2 more tight ends, actually. The guy I like at tight end is Taysom Hill, bro. Because Taysom Hill could easily, he could be a starting quarterback for all we know. I know Sean Payton loved him at quarterback. Just the slim chance that he could gets me excited. And Taysom Hill is a better quarterback than Spencer Rattler, that's for sure. I mean, I think he went 3-1 as a starter when he started 4 games that one year when Breeze got hurt, which is pretty impressive for a tight end. All right, boys, I'm looking. I'm trying to find my path here. Trey Benson could be a guy. Let's pull up Arizona's depth chart real quick. I'm not trying to take a Cardinals backup running back. Yeah, James Conner and Trey Benson. Dude, let's just pray Gesicki's there. I need him. I need a tight end right now. Don't fucking touch him. One more pick. Okay, cool. Took Trey Benson. That's perfect. Gesicki as a second tight end is good enough. Serviceable. Mark Andrews and Gesicki. All right, we got Cam Ward. We need to get some Tennessee receivers up in this B. Probably need 2 more running backs. Brendan Allen there for the Jets is not a bad one. I'm trying to find some value at running back for us. You really got to hope whoever we draft at running back, the starter gets hurt. It'll be solid. Yeah, dude, if Taysom plays QB, we're freaking cooking, bro. We are cooking. Shit, I'm already on the clock again. Fuck me. Oh, this is brutal. Just go Algier. Fuck it. I needed a running back. If Bijan gets those headaches where he doesn't play again, Algier's going to be a beast. But whatever. Fuck it. That was a panic pick. I didn't realize how quick I was up again. It's all good. All good. Had to do it. Oh, Jalen Noel. I wish I got Noel. Should have got Noel. Should have got the Stanford receiver. Whatever. Next pick, I'm definitely going for Tyler Lockett. Give me Tyler Lockett next, baby. So my next pick is 190. Should be able to get Lockett, right? I'm going to get Dalton Schultz as well as my third tight end. As if Lockett's not there. Might even go Schultz first. Whoa, we got to focus, boys. We got to lock it. Dude, Keith, I sent you the link to join. Need you on here, Keith. I need you on here so that we can do one sec. Copy. All right, guys, if any of y'all want to join the chat, I'm going to send my link in the comment sections. Or if you want to join the show, actually. I'd like Keith to do it because Keith is deep into this UFC stuff. But he might not want to. He said give me a few. He said that a long time ago, though. It's been a few. Send him the link again. Need some fucking energy, man. Need a fucking co-host on this thing. Really need a co-host. Doing this solo is tough. And it's tough because we don't have a massive chat yet, which is not y'all's fault. Y'all are doing your part. Y'all are here. But when you have a massive chat, it's easier to do solo streams. All right, dude, what am I picking? 190. I still got a ways to go. So I think I'm going to need one more quarterback too. One more quarterback. One more tight end. Probably one more running back too. Damn. So I'm pretty much done on receiver. I got 2 more receivers to grab. So I got Bo Nix and Cam Ward. That's probably not the best duo. They could get it done. Barkley and Saquon Barkley and Kenneth Walker, solid. Saw a little duo at running back, but my third running back is fucking not Algier, Scadaboo. So it's a rookie. Let me see, New Orleans Saints. All right, what am I looking at here? Miami. I want to look up Miami's depth chart. You know what's crazy, boys, is God, it's nuts. You got Alexander Madison, Jalen Wright is only 22. Damn, bro. Bro, Jalen Wright for Miami could be an insane. That could be an insane player this year. No touchdowns last year. 68 carries. But it was the rookie season. Ollie Gordon, 6'2", 225. I like Ollie Gordon a lot, boys. Madison ain't no scrub either, though. All right, let's do this thing. Let's go Lockett. Fuck, Lockett's gone. Damn you. They sniped a lot of my guys just then. That hurts, boys. That definitely hurts. But it is what it is. We got Schultz right here. Dude, where is Lockett getting drafted in these drafts? I want Lockett with Cam Ward as much as I can. The fuck did they take him? All right, right here. 179. Bastards. Whatever. Good pick on them. I like Lockett more than that rookie. So I'm going to get Restrepo at the end. But let me see if there's any tight ends. Oh, fuck me. Oh, no. Contests. Live. This is the one. All right, we're back. Thank God. Let's try to be quick here. Yeah, I'll probably go Dalton Schultz here for my final tight end. Check the Texans depth chart. Texans are just so loaded, man. If I can get their starting tight end, I feel like they're going to get a lot of trips to the red zone. I don't know, man. I might be tripping, but I feel like that's an insane pick to get Schultz that late. So I don't want to force it if there's no good QBs. I really don't want to force it. I would say Dart. If you think about it, Dart with Scadaboo, Malik Neighbors. I mean, that might not be the most trash offense. Let me see. Huh. I feel like Dart's a decent pick here to round this out. Finish off my dude, who the hell is Theo Johnson? Their tight end from Penn State. Looks like a big ass dude. Derek Carr is out. Milrow, dude. Shoot. Quinn Ewers would be a funny one, bro. I just don't have faith in any of these guys, though. All right, man. Fuck these QBs. I might just roll with what I got. I'll take Dart if he's there. I don't know that he'll be there, but I'll take Dart if he's there at 214. And then if he's not, what we're going to do let's see, is we're going to have to snag another running back, which will be Ollie Gordon. Man, let me check Pat Bryant out. I would just rather go I'd rather go Troy Franklin over Pat Bryant. But Pat Bryant is a big dude. 6'3", 200. I know Troy Franklin's a little guy, but man, Troy Franklin's a good deep threat. He really is. They got chemistry. Troy Franklin's got his first year under his belt. So let me make sure I got my 3 tight ends. So I got 3 tight ends. I need one more running back for sure. All right, I want Franklin and Restrepo. This is fun, man. So Restrepo's out, dude. Some motherfucker took Restrepo already. That is crazy, dude. Who took Restrepo, and why would you do that if you don't have Cam Ward, bro? This is insane. Am I tripping? They didn't take Restrepo yet, dude. Did I misspell his name? All right, back to the board, back to the draft board. What is happening? It's not popping up, dog. It's not popping up. All right, we'll go Dart here. Fuck it. Could go Dart and Slayton. And I got Wanda Robinson. I'll go Ollie Gordon. Dude, I don't think Restrepo got drafted. I really don't get it. Someone had to have taken Restrepo for him to not be on the board. This is fucking madness. So we're going to definitely try to get Ollie Gordon here. And then I'm going to investigate. Have y'all seen Restrepo anywhere? Yeah, Jalen Wright is probably pretty good. He already got taken, though. So we'll go Ollie Gordon, and we'll just hope that he gets the goal line work for the Dolphins. And then if he gets the goal line work for the Dolphins and you draft him this late, it's game over, man. You're fucking cooking at that point. All right, dude, where's Restrepo, boys? Let me see if I can do Control F, Command F, and try to find him. Dude, someone actually got Restrepo. I don't see him. All right, Restrepo's going to be in yellow. You would think he would have gotten drafted really late, too. Is Restrepo not even on the damn board? His picture will be a Titans logo. Can somebody help me out, man? I guess it's hard for y'all to see on the little screen. Restrepo ain't here, is he? Right? The fuck is he, dude? You can't even draft Xavier Restrepo? I'm going to Google this. I'll Google this afterwards. This is bizarre. Absolute madness, bro. But I will go out and I will get my guy Troy Franklin though, at least. But what the freaking heck's going on out here? Let me see. How's this guy on here but not Restrepo? Don't make no sense, dog. I'm gonna look him up over here. Dude. Just at a loss. Restrepo. So he was drafted, huh? Who the fuck drafted him, though? It says he's drafted. I'm tripping. All right, I'm going to go through again and just see. Dude, I'm stressing that I drafted him too early and like queued him up or something. All right, so he's going to be yellow. Maybe someone drafted him like super early, like trolling. Tennessee, where's Tennessee? Oh, someone drafted him right here, 108. That's fucking madness, dude. So this guy was just fucking around. I think, right? No, he got McCaffrey there. Why would you draft Restrepo so early? He probably made a mistake. He probably queued him up like I did. Wow, dude. So he fucked up bad. That is so bizarre. That's painful, man. That's heartbreaking, dude. Heartbreaking. We should have got Restrepo, man. Fuck. Oh, well. At least we got this other rookie receiver on Tennessee. But we don't have much with Cam Ward, do we? Because we didn't get Lockett either. I'm telling you right now, dude, the Titans, stacking Titans late in these drafts is not a bad idea at all. It's not a bad idea at all, boys. But Troy Franklin, I mean, geez, there's so many good players late. There's so many good players late now that we're finding them. Just Restrepo, Troy Franklin. Ollie Gordon I don't love, but I needed to snag a running back. Jackson Dart I prefer to get if you have Malik Neighbors. Probably kind of dumb of me to snag him, but I wanted a third quarterback down the stretch because all I have is Bo Nix and Cam Ward. Really strong receivers on this team. That's the strength of the team. And then if Scattaboo pans out, we're in a good spot there. Algier, Gordon. Not the best team, but fuck it. It's fun. You never know. Yeah, the 9th round's crazy, Tony. I think what the guy did, Tony, is he queued him up in his queue over here. And then he auto-drafted, so he probably accidentally snagged him. Sucks. Dyke. Nah, dude, Dyke ain't going to do nothing, man. He's buried. He's too buried on the depth chart. He is number 5 on the depth chart, though. You're right. You're right about that, dude. Maybe we should grab him. Let me see. It's hard to get him over. That's a good pick, Tony. That's a good job contributing in the comment section, bro. Because Dyke, for all we know, could be, he could be their 3rd receiver. He could even be their 2nd receiver. If Lockett could easily get hurt. He's so old. Dude, Dyke's a good one, man. Dyke's a good one, but you know what, man? Got to show loyalty to Troy Franklin here. It's crazy, though, Tony, like how many options we have round 20 now. Or 8. Yeah, round 20. So if we can compile a little group of rookie receivers, sophomore receivers to go around 18, 19, 20, and we hit 1 or 2 of them, or imagine we hit a few of them, 3 of them, dude, those teams are going to be deadly for us. Let's go to the board real quick, admire our work. So we did Saquon and Kenneth Walker at running back. We had A.J. Brown, Marvin Harrison, Tatorian McMillan. We also had Calvin Ridley, Bo Nix, Waddle. Damn, bro, this team's fucking stacked at receiver. So I really am happy that we got 2 of Bo Nix's guys. Wish I could have gotten Tyler Lockett at receiver, where we got A.O. Manor, which I'm sure that's not how you say his name, but fuck it. Yeah. We'll see what happens. We're just giving ourselves a chance. Solid build there. 3 quarterbacks, 3 tight ends, 5 running backs, 9 receivers. I think going 9 receivers is a big deal. If you can go 10 here's what I might do, Tony. Next draft I might go for a walk and then come back and hop back on tonight. What I might do is I might go solid running backs, like go running back heavy early, get an elite quarterback, and then do 10 receivers, 3 tight ends. So what I would do there is maybe 2 quarterbacks, 4 running backs. I could even go 11 receivers, huh? Maybe 3 quarterbacks, 4 running backs, 10 receivers, 3 tight ends. I want to get 10 or 11 receivers, though. For me personally, I think like the running backs are a little easier to predict. If you can get really good receiver value late, that's how you can build these stacked teams. So real quick before I head off, though, man, I was going to say I'm excited to show this to you, Tony, but unfortunately you're in freaking Washington. You may want to consider moving. I hate to tell you how to live your life, but you may want to consider get into California, bro, where at least you can play these apps in California, or go to Texas. I would say go to Hawaii, but I don't think it's very friendly there either for these apps. Dude, this is crazy, bro. Tisha Torres right there with her new last name. That is nuts. But hey, it's her choice. But she's a lesbian, but she changed her last name. That's why it's just interesting to me. How do you decide what name do you switch it to? It's kind of weird, right? It's fucking nuts. I guess her wife is the man, definitely the manly one. But then it's weird because it's like, why are you a lesbian if you're hooking up with a chick that's acting like a dude, you know? But fuck it, man. Just weird to see Tisha Torres with a different last name. Throw me off there. All right, let's get to it, man. Tisha Torres, 64 strikes. That's a ton of strikes, bro. Let's find her opponent. That's a freaking under right there, bruh. Dude, Yusuf and Santos, those guys are going to knock each other out. Those are unders too. Oh, this is huge right here. So I definitely need to use this today. All right, I'm going to build one real quick, and then I'm going to log off. Gilbert Burns versus Morales. Do they think Morales is knocking him out, man? I guess it's going to be hard for Burns to get 45 strikes. Shit, I'll probably stay away from that one. That one's a little too lopsided, that Gilbert Burns fight. Dude, these are pretty low right here. Paul Craig, 17.5. Holy smokes, bro. All right, I got to do a little bit more research, but I'm definitely going to lock one in tonight. Because what I want to do, go Gordon and Moises. Where's Moises at? 42. So what I really want to do is that 25% boost there. Sucks. The wins that I had last week were not boosted. Nah, Tisha Torres, she did change her name. Draftkings changed it. See, it says Pennington there. It's just weird. But probably not weird to you since you're from Seattle. You probably see that all the time. But for me, it's just kind of weird. Anyways, DraftKings pick 6, boys. This is what I did last week. You already know I'm going to crush it again this week. You already know, bro. I just got to do more research. I'm not going to lock anything in now. But I'll do more research, and I'll get back to y'all on this. Thanks for watching the stream. I love you guys. I'll see y'all in the next one. I'm going to stream a lot more. Keith, I see you in the lobby. Fuck it. Let's let Keith in. Keith, what do you think I should do here? Finally, you're on.
50-51, just get exposure to both.
Well, I have a boost, so I was going to use the boost on the best pick. But you may not have anything yet, right? It might be too early in the week. Damn, bro. I don't know if you're muted or if it's just like a lag. Talk. There we are. There's nothing, bro. Fuck. I had you, but I lost you.
Now.
There you are. You're back. I don't know what it was.
All right. Testing.
We're here.
I was gonna say, I think that Pennington fight could go either way. Like we should have ups and downs on that.
Yeah, definitely.
Can you hit that little?
That's a lot of strikes, bro. 65 is a ton.
Can you hit that little tab down there so I can see the whole slip?
Yeah, my bad. Just a
Santos,
ton of crap. I just clicked a ton of crap, dude.
Pennington, yeah. I mean,
I was thinking Yusuf. Yusuf has a lot of finishes, and he's been knocked out too. So
there's just more ways the under can hit. Let's be real. Like it's an Apex event. You never know.
These are huge numbers, bro. Everyone's over 50 except Moises.
Tends to be more grappling in the Apex. Tends to be like lower counts in the Apex for whatever fucking reason.
Well, I think there's more grappling because one, they put more boring fighters there, and then two,
smaller.
As a fighter, yeah, it's a smaller cage, so they're closer together. And as a fighter, dude, a lot of times fighters will try to entertain the fans. So when they're like in a packed stadium, they try to like put on more of a show because the fans get hype. And fans will literally boo them when they grapple. But in the Apex, there's nobody there to boo them when they lay on each other. So they can just lay on each other and feel comfortable about it. It's very interesting, but I'm gonna try to slam a ton of unders this week.
I think it's always a good idea. I do like the unders in the Costa Arosa fight because I think Mel will probably sub him by the end of the second round.
Oh, dude, look at these limits, bro. These limits are so low. 400 for 6 picks, 300 for 2 picks. Brutal.
It's just because nobody's betting on it yet.
I know, but usually they start them higher. Like they actually rarely go. They went up a little bit this week.
I'm gonna build a ton because like a $35 wager pays $5.25. I think that's a little juicy spot, so I can literally build like 25 of them out. You know, something like that. Maybe have a little over 1,000.
You said you're gonna do $10 bets, or what were you saying?
No, I'm gonna do 35 to win. I think it's 5.25 is what those pay.
Sorry, what'd you say? You said you're gonna do like 50 picks.
I'll do as many as the limit lets me at $35 a wager.
You're gonna do $35 a wager, and then you're gonna do 6 picks.
Yeah, because it pays $5.25 on a $35 bet. I think that's a really juicy spot right there.
It's just a random amount that you like a lot.
I like the fact that it gets it over $500 at 15x. But
okay, you like to see the $500 win.
Fuck yeah.
Well,
I was telling you, I like the Costa Rosa under a lot. I think that one's got a good chance to stay under.
So you'll be able to do about 12 of those 6 picks then, huh?
Something like that. At that dollar amount, yeah.
Sucks we can't do more, man. But it is what
Probably
it is.
just because it's a smaller event.
You got to get multiple accounts. Yeah, no, it is because it's a smaller event. I mean, I don't know how. I just don't know how I can do it. How I can get more people on this platform, but I want to do it. But it's hard when you don't have much reach with the algorithm.
Well, this strategy is fucking powerful. I mean,
it is. I made $2,000. I opened the live stream. I told people I made $2,000, and it's awesome.
I'm just telling y'all, like 9 of the 12 fights last week, either they all correlated. 9 of 12. The only ones that didn't
over or under together.
Yeah, it was like a weird. Like the chicks were like 1 off each in the Silva fight, and those stack corrected way down. They had hit the overs, and then the Saint Benoit fight. That dude Prepelec just ate like fucking 50 elbows. That's not going to normally happen. So that they both probably should have stayed under there.
Dude, I missed a 6 pick by half of a strike, bro.
Yeah, it's terrible. Fucking Radke got me, bro. Jeez.
The Radke one was tough because going into that, I was like, oh, finally a fight that I bet both, or that I picked both sides. So I was like, all right, I want them to go over, but if they go under, I'm there too. And then after the first round, I was like, dang, man, Radke ate all of his best stuff. So I'm like, all right, this should go the distance, and I'm going to get this. And then, boom, he just gets slept the first 10 seconds of round 2.
That was so frustrating, dude.
Because that one was on track for the overs, man. Like, Radke was going to – he only needed like 25 or something.
Yeah, he probably would have got it that round. He did not look great, to be honest with you.
He got beat up, yeah. I mean – he was just like a punching bag, but still he could have got it if he just didn't get knocked out. But
well, I will tell you, most of the time the lines go up, not down. But last week they did bring some down.
Silva, bro. That one
Silva was at like 70. So if you got that early, I mean,
so I hit that one, and then my wife missed it because I did hers like right before the event started. I punched all hers in for her.
Yeah.
So she missed it by half of a strike. And then
so
I got it. When I got it, I was shocked because I thought they went over for sure. And
they did, and they corrected it big time. And Grasso too. She was 1 over, or maybe it was the other way around. One was at 1 over, and one was 1 under. It's like it kind of felt a little fishy. Like, how did they settle on these closing lines like that and stack corrected?
It's weird as hell, bro. I don't know if they're like using AI or something because they adjust it so quick after the fight. I don't understand what it is. Like if it's a human, we might. I feel like if we Google that, we're not even gonna know. You'd have to like figure something out with somebody that knows someone. You know what's crazy, bro? Is like the fight rigging for MMA, like fighters knowing they're injured and stuff. But like, imagine significant strikes rigging. Like no one would ever know. Like that would be something. I mean, I guess you couldn't make enough money for it to be justified because it's not like a sports book's going to let you throw 50 grand on a significant strike prop. But
yeah, they're very subjective. And I tried to put, thank God, 2 weeks ago at the Des Moines one, I tried to put $1,000 on a money line with a significant strikes as a 2-leg parlay, and Hard Rock wouldn't take it. They would not take my $1,000 bet.
Yeah, they don't even take $1,000 on it.
It's insane. It's actually insane. And you know what? They're so stupid because it would have fucking lost. The guy, I didn't expect that fight to end, and it ended early. I don't even remember what fight it was, to be honest.
Yeah, they could have had a little bit of your
money.
Oh,
it might have been the Sandhagen fight, maybe actually.
Good, man. It's good karma for them. That's bad karma for them. So they missed out on a little bit of money.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, yep.
We'll definitely do some research and because some of these fighters I know, some I don't, and but I'm telling you, I think just smashing the under button, it's a good idea usually.
Did you see this thing I found for you?
Yeah, it's badass, dude. That was such a fun fucking event, bro. That was so dope.
That's your first UFC event right there. Look at that.
Yeah, that's so sick.
Put it on the wall right there. Shoot, dude.
How much is that? Like $200, $300?
That's 300. Dude, it's not even autographed. What the fuck?
Yeah, that looks pretty big. Like, what are the dimensions on that?
BS, they didn't autograph it, man. They're pretty big. They look cool when you get like a whole wall of them.
Yeah, I could literally build it out here and like widen the camera angle.
Just snag one, you know.
Mm-hmm. That'd look tight on the wall right behind you when you're filming. It's a fucking cool studio.
That sucks, man. But they didn't autograph it. They need to sign that damn thing. But I guess they didn't.
Can you hear me all right?
Yeah, I got you.
Okay.
Instagram / John Jones, maybe. So John Jones has a pretty sweet one in his house. Someone took his freaking username though. Let me see.
I wonder if they have the poster out for New Orleans yet.
No, I don't think.
That would be one to definitely get.
Yeah, that would be a cool one to get, actually.
That'd be really cool.
Johnny Bones. I need to get the UFC. I need to get some of them that I've been to. Should have got them when I had them. So check this out. Here it is. Sweet, bro. It's blurry as hell on my screen, but so look at his. So John Jones has all of his posters of his fights.
Yeah, that's fucking awesome.
That's sick, dude. That's crazy.
Oh, yeah.
What a sweet room. So this is the inspiration right here. You just grab all the posters of the fights that you go to, and then you just stack them on the wall 2 rows deep. And you just sit right here with a desk and then put the camera. Boom. All right, I'm going to turn the stream off, though. I'm fatigued, bro. I've been at it for a while. But
yeah, it looks like you've been on for over 2 hours. That's a long one. Would you do a fantasy draft?